back up. Still, I don't ignore YouTube chat. I want to specify that. Can do a space age run with more focus on space platforms and platform transfers. That sounds very fun. Okay, well, my YouTube is at least back up because I can see me on my YouTube now. I don't know when it went down. I apologize for that. I imagine it went down basically at the start because I had a hiccup with stuff and had to restart the stream at the start. So, oops, first off. And second off, my bad. That's really all I got. I did not ignore YouTube chat. It's exactly what a chat ignorer would say. Oh, here we go. The conspiracy theories are back. You always show up and convince everyone I ignore chat. And then like bait me into shiny farming for like 3 hours straight. It's really crazy what impact you have for how little you say at times. Oh my god, there's a worm. Alright, I was gonna try and beat it to death, but this worm actually kind of has my number, so never mind. The trees were rough. I was gonna go swing it out, but then suddenly it was much stronger than not. We have to be careful using flamethrowers here because we will burn down this entire forest when push comes to shove, and we'd rather not do that. Hello, I am now ignorable on the YouTube chat, and yeah, I read that. So you are ignorable for sure, but you weren't ignored. So, you know, you're welcome, T. Sorry for making you taint yourself by coming to Twitch chat temporarily to talk about the YouTube chat. I really don't want to chop many trees, but we'll chop these at least. We're not polluting over here yet, so they should not attack these walls, but it will be eventually a problem, so we'll deal with it when the time comes. And again, we really don't want to flamethrower over here when possible, because living trees eat more pollution than dead trees, I believe, and these trees will be really heckin' dead whenever they get flamethrowered. Trees were not blessed with immunity to fire magic, unfortunately. Whatever the opposite of immunity is what they got. This kind of reminds me of my Gleba base. I still can't believe that I set up walls on my Gleba base and like there was never like a, hey, maybe you shouldn't set up walls moment. It was just like, yeah, set up the walls, and then the pentapods could just walk over them. You know what? The walls look nice. They frame the base. I'm actually really proud of that Gleba base. Gleba is so fun. We have a lot of stuff we're going to have to be able to make before getting out to space. I don't remember Vulcanus being particularly annoying, but again, we need to set up our... Actually, let's cut this in the water, because we don't want to try and put flamethrowers over here. I don't remember Vulcanus being that bad, but we have to make sure that Novice isn't going to die while we're gone getting artillery. And I think artillery is like one of the further sciences. Actually, let's look at it really quickly. So we're going to have to crack through a good amount for this achievement. Oh no, you could do it right away. Cool. It is 1500 science. We're going to have a nice space platform going, but again, I made like the one really starter space science platform, and that one lasts me the entire playthrough. I don't think I changed it more than like once. It was like a very minute change. Maybe it's something like this. I don't really like this choke point though. There, I like that better. I feel like that's pretty defensible, and we could stick one flamethrower right there in the corner. I don't think we need to wall out the rest of the base just yet, but I would like to start setting up for taking this iron, because again, at the rate we're going, by the end of stream, this iron patch is gone. The radar I had over there is gone now too, so we need to set that back up, or we could just get to roboports. We're getting pretty close to roboports, but we have nothing set up for them at all. We don't have batteries, we don't have anything, so it'll take a little bit for us to actually like get in a good shape for that. So I guess we'll continue to set up this iron, because we're going to need a bunch more iron anyways for making everything, because iron is the lifeblood of the factory. We only have 3 more flamethrowers, but we'll expand them out this way anyways. This distance looks like a good way to do it, so I guess I'll just do this. It's going to be a little bit expensive on flamethrowers. Did I set up flamethrower automation? My heart is telling me that I certainly didn't. But I feel like there's a chance that I did, but I'm pretty confident that I didn't. These flamethrowers also might be superfluous, because nothing should be attacking these walls in theory, at least not for a long time. Okay, let's swing back. I could give up the uranium too. Like if I give up the uranium, oh my god, we have a little tiny uranium here. I don't think 83k would really get us that far though. But if I give up the uranium, I have to deal with so much less of this garbage. Doesn't look like our walls are taking much more damage. Yeah, we do have tiny uranium. It's very cute. Maybe I'm undervaluing how much 80k would do, because all I really need, I genuinely think if we make like 50 fuel cells, it'll be enough to get us through for a while. Maybe 50 is like the wrong number to say. Okay, so yeah, our iron is getting gunked. Let's set up the rails now, I guess. How many flamethrowers do we have good to go? Hopefully it's an okay amount, because we're going to want to have that defensible. 7, that's it. I mean, that's fine. You're doing great. I'm sorry, assembling machine 2. I was being way too harsh on you there. I came in wicked hot, and you were doing your best, and it's super uncool of me to just start lashing out at you. We're going to efficiency module up the remainder of the iron mine while it lasts. The rest of our steel stack as well. Anything to keep our power low so we don't have to expand. More power means more pollution. That's the game we're playing. We're a little bit under our stuff too. It's very, very close.
Green Turtled, thanks for following.
Appreciate it, Green Turtled. Hopefully you're doing just, should I say just stellar today? That's kind of cute. It's a little bit cheesy though. Alright, what was I working at? Right, we were going to go grab some more flamethrowers. I should really just set up automation for them, and most of the stuff around here is here. Let's just set up automation for flamethrowers. We're gonna need way more. I was being way too overzealous with just kind of setting it and forgetting it. We got a few at the start, that's what I wanted. Let's set up just proper automation. We have engine units literally coming down right here, and most of what we need is actually like here. I don't think everything we need is here, but most of it is. Flamethrowers, steel, iron gear wheels. Yes, factory to protect factory. That's how it goes. It's a, I was going to say a vicious cycle, but it's kind of a beautiful cacophony of factory. This box needs to go slightly over here. I should really blow these up, but I'm having like too good to use syndrome in reverse. Like I don't want to lose these items. They can go into a storage chest one day. And what if we need like 400 iron ore? I could go stick it into actual furnaces. Oh, we should probably start doing this too. That's going to be necessary. Ah, so many small things to do right away. Alright, so we'll have this be gear wheels. What else do we need to successfully grab for our cheeky little setup for this? Steel plates are right there. We can pull this off easy. P-pays as well. We're going to need to make the P-pays, so you know what we're going to do? We're going to just do a splitter. We're going to put... We need 2 splitters. One here, one here. This one will go under here like it was before. This one will come down here. How can I make it how I want to make it? I think this will work instead. I might be overcomplicating this by a lot, but it works in my head, so we're going for it. Think how much more metal they're going to turn into once you get foundries on Novice? Be a waste to process them now? Exactly. No, see, that's the logic we need to rely on. I could use the iron now. Is our base at an iron deficit? Not really. It was for a long time, but it's looking a lot better. This is such a dumb place to make this. Why am I doing this here? Let's reassess for a moment. I can easily make this into like a slightly more comfortable place. This is still like ultra spaghetti. What am I doing? Do we need the coal here? We definitely need the coal here. The coal here is non-negotiable, unfortunately. Alright, I'm just building it lower down. This is dumb. I'm sorry. I overcommitted to something dumb and I thought I could salvage it, but it's way better to just do it like this. A separate line of my own stuff, and then we could just grab the iron wherever. I mean, why would boxes be in the game if not to store stuff, right? Seems logical to store stuff in such a way that's not so productive. 103, 103. Okay, we still haven't used any more of our things. I have to go grab some undergrounds. I almost just crafted some, but I don't think we can, thankfully. Batteries done. Robotics are almost done, which means we are one off of that. Let's queue up our other robot-related things. Again, storage chests and passive provider chests, I believe, are the ones we're allowed to use. We're not even going to bother researching yellow or purple science. I think you're allowed to research it, but then not use any, maybe? I might have it backwards, though, but I'm not risking it. We need to keep it as safe as we can. Where are my undergrounds? There they are. You're there in kind of a weird spot. I don't know why I would take an odd number of undergrounds just to spite myself in the first place. So I was like, oh, I'll just right-click. I'll take a half a stack. Yeah, no, that's a cardinal sin, as it were. Okay, so we've got these where we want them to be now. I'm going to have this just underground here, and then we can pull it through here a lot easier. Ish. Gosh. This was supposed to be one of those quick 5-minute adventures, but unfortunately now I'm snaking all this garbage down here. Either way, we successfully snaked it down here. Honestly, maybe I want it up there, though. What else is it for flamethrowers other than these two things? All right, I need to process this, actually. This is fine. I changed my mind. This is perfect. I love this spot. This is my favorite spot that we have for making flamethrowers ever. Pipes and gear wheels. I don't really care about the ratio too much because we don't need it to be always running. We do want it to start running, so I can just forget about it. Something's taking damage. Okay, the wall's taking a bit, but it's not enough for us to worry about right now. Let me move this inserter over one so that I can make them double side. Why am I doing this next to my fluid when I'm going to need to... I guess I'm going to have to remove the fluid in a second. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay. We think that it's a problem. It's actually not a problem. It manifests as almost being a problem, but it's actually not one. Okay, so we'll make this flamethrower. It's so fine, actually. I'm so glad to hear someone say that because I was getting a little bit insecure that it might not be so fine, actually. And then steel. If you were steel plates, where would you be? Probably on a belt if you were in a responsible factory. Okay, it looks like our best bet from grabbing it's over there. I'm really glad we could start just using red belts now. There was a time where I wasn't confident we were ever going to be like in that kind of position. This is really spaghetti, but I'm glad that we have it created anyways. Cool, so let's probably upgrade our fluid now because we're going to need to do it anyways. I've been not putting it off per se, but I have the water here thankfully already for sulfur. I think we're going to move it out to here, perhaps, just to give us a little bit more space. I don't know how many of these chemical plants we're going to want. Keep in mind that this is one of those things where, like, when we disconnected the iron for a little while, it means our base basically loses its defensibility. There is a buffer of the oil inside of the pipes, but oh my gosh, that is a bug. Scared the crap out of me. Thankfully, it's not a bad bug. It's just a little flappy bug. That's the downside of having windows open in the summer. Weird things get in. As long as they don't fly on me, I don't care as much, though. But that bug did startle me. I'll admit it. I wouldn't say it got the best of me, but it certainly caught me off guard. Do we have stone bricks available? I'd like to move up to 6 oil refineries. I think it's kind of an arbitrary number. Looks like we have a whopping 0 stone bricks available, but that's okay. We can grab some. Spaghetti tastes so good, so spaghetti can't be bad. That's honestly a wonderful way to look at it. Unexpected bug is such a jump scare. On the 4-hour car ride home, I was almost home yesterday, and I saw a spider. Like, it wasn't right above my head, but I would say that it was probably like within 1.5 feet of my face, maybe. Maybe that's too far. I'll say like a foot, like 1/3 of a meter. And I was like, all right, buddy, I don't like killing spiders. I don't like killing bugs. I don't want to kill you. I'm a very much a let the spider outside kind of person. But you need to get away from my face. If you stay over there and I stay over here and we both live our best lives, we're cool. You know what? You can live in the car. I don't care. Live your best life. Don't let me stop you, because I think that what you're doing is beautiful. Getting rid of other pests, love it. I don't know if I can get enough of it. You're doing great, spider. It did not, thankfully, climb onto me, but partway through the ride, it got really adventurous, and it was like, yo, what if I start going down a web? And I was like, don't do that. You're in a car going like 50 miles per hour. This is not good. And it started like flinging back and forth in front of me, and I was like, this is so uncool. I was really scared for my safety. Not really scared for my safety, but I really didn't want the spider landing on me. It wouldn't have done anything, I know, but still, like, it's just like, come on, dude, we were cool. And then you were like, what if I do sick tricks on my web in front of you to try and impress you? And I'm like, I'm already impressed. You don't have to do anymore. I was very, like, skittish, and then I lost track of it, and I was like, there's an 100% chance it's on me right now. But I never saw it again. I had my roommate do like a spider check when we got out of the car. I was like, you need to look at my body right now and just tell me that I'm not covered in spider. There was no spider though. Moral of the story, there was no spider, but I was very close to just losing it. Felt like my my grasp on reality was in danger. But we made it out. This being said, I've lost track of the bug that just flew at me and landed on my screen for a second. But it was like one of the like, I think they're like baby moths or something. I don't know what to call them. They're harmless though. I've seen them my whole life up here. I guess I haven't lived up here my whole life actually. But I saw them where I grew up as well. So I assume they're harmless. Most bugs are, but some of them are annoying. And some of them are really harmful. I remember they made a big deal about some type of like invasive species bug, and they were like, if you see this bug, please stomp it. And I was like, I don't want to stomp a bug. It's a tall order to ask me to stomp a bug. Bugs are just chilling, like, let them chill, and they'll usually chill. Unless they're chilling on me, at which point, please don't do that. But Miko, you don't understand. The local agricultural scene will be destroyed by these invasive species that eat them. Okay, alright, fine. Good point, I guess, but I'm still reluctant to be a stomper. I don't want to do it. I refuse. Have someone else do your dirty work. Like, the least they could do is, like, give, like, I don't know, government mandated bug catching nets and like little like boxes to put them in so that we could like ship them off to like bug college or something so they can get a bug education. Why yes, this is my platform, and I will start talking about bug college and bug education today. How did you notice? Me laying in bed at night being like, what can I talk about on stream today? Bug college, that's the one. Construction robots are done, woohoo. Fortunately, we can't make them yet because our lubricant still isn't set up. But hopefully we can get it set up sooner than later. I think this is like, I don't want to say it's my least favorite part of a playthrough, but I do not like setting up oil. Just such a pain. And it always goes wrong, and there's always too much of something and too little of something else. It's not the worst in the world, but I am complaining about it like it is the worst in the world. Alright, let's bring the oil back down to us. Okay, looks like we need a secondary pump, which is okay. I did expect that. I almost tried to handcraft one. Thankfully, we turned off crafting perms. Gonna make a few of these because I think they're gonna be necessary. Looks like our steel is kind of hurting right now. Where doth the pipeline be overextended? Just there, that's it. Yeah, sure, I'll pick the one spot where I can't successfully extend the pipeline out. Really, I expected to need more than that. So now we're primarily getting spitters out of here. Do spitters have less health than biters? My mind says that that's always been the case. Not splitters, spittor. Default health is 10. Biters default health is 15. Okay, so it's a pretty significant downgrade on the health, which is nice. We set up some of these power poles. If we can get them before they spit, that's the real goal. Okay, so we're making our fluids. We'll have to do something similar over here. I don't think we have enough pipes, judging by the fact that I only have 29 pipes to the ground. So let's go grab some more really quick. A firm 19 SPM, giving us a little bit of a slow trickle of science, but we're not exactly rushing to do it now anyways. We've hit kind of a nice spot. I'm surprised that this group never really got aggroed. We started with them initially, but I don't think it's really done anything past then. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like it. We've kept our pollution just out of where it gets ultra spicy. It's a shame we're not playing something like Factorio. I would make just like a gorillion greenhouses. This belt looks like it got gunked over here. We'll fix it really quick. Then I want to set up, so we're going to finish the fluid handling. Then we're going to set up the new iron. What are we down to? 123k? Okay, so it is chipping away for sure. Maybe I should do it first. I mean, as soon as I do it, our pollution cloud's going to go out there and we're going to get a bunch of attacks. So I don't really want to rush it too quick. But also, our iron is looking a little bit sad already. So it might just be a necessity. I'm so glad there's so many efficiency modules. I never thought I'd be like singing the praises of efficiency modules so hard, but this run is currently being completely held up by them. All right, let's go grab underground P-Paste. I really don't know if I want to plug in the iron now or not, though. It feels like we have time, but I don't want to wait until it's too far away. Like, we shouldn't run out of iron ever. Like, worst case scenario, what? We've got a steel pickaxe. Let's go just mine some iron, right? Who's going to stop us? I do want some P-Paste, though. Right, so let's think about what we want to use fluid for. We need heavy oil for lubricant. Lubricant is very important for our bots. Right? Because, wait, do we need lubricant for bots? We don't. Do flying robot frames need lubricant? I thought that they did. Ah, okay, the electric engine units do. That's why. I was like, there's something in here that needs lubricant. I just couldn't remember what it was. So we'll do our normal offloading like we do. Our heavy oil will go here. Light oil will go here, and then we'll have our petroleum gas go close to the heart here. Is this properly spaced? Is that one each? Yes, it is. So we will copy this, and we'll just place it over on the other ones. So it'll look nice. Really? I have to grab that? No, go up there. Obviously, we can have bots put this down, but we can have it for our own guidance. We don't get surprised later. I wish there was a more eloquent way to do this. There probably is, but this is just what always works for me. Combines all the fluids together in a way where they're spaced out. Easy to put into a storage barrel, which is probably what we're going to do, is craft some storage barrels and just store them in there. Not barrels, whatever the heck they're called. Storage tanks? It's probably tank. I'm going with tank, final answer. I'm now like totally in the mindset that now that I haven't seen the bug, it is like it's become part of my clothing. I really hate it. It's so easy to get in my own head. I'm sure that's just like a human thing where it's like self-sabotage is just like the easiest thing in the universe, but it's crazy. I guess just like being alive. I'm sure other things do it too other than just humans. Like foxes and goldfish. There's other things besides humans that exist, I'm sure. My knowledge is just very limited today, apparently. It's just setting up oil. Whenever I set up oil, things get weird. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I'm gonna just do one storage tank of each. Normally I do 4 because it looks nice, but I'm gonna just do 1 of each just to have a little bit to get the engines going. It's a lot harder to troubleshoot when things go wrong when there's a bunch of storage tanks, I feel. Maybe it's not so bad though. This is right in the ammo line. Eventually this won't be an ammo line, but it's going to be a long time until this is not an ammo line. Boom. Okay, that was really unsatisfying. But there's our fluids done. We'll be pumping a little bit of them now. So let's think downwards. We need lubricant. Lubricant is straight from heavy oil, so we want to set that up ASAP. I don't believe we have any chem plants. We don't. So let us craft some chemical plants. I don't know how many we need in total either. It looks like our power is struggling again. What is doing it? Is it because of these, No, the refineries do like nothing actually? Interesting. Radars are just so expensive. We could pull back on the radars potentially, but I don't really want to. I should just suck it up and make some more power production. Hopefully we could just do some solar panels once we have all the liquids and stuff set up. Alright, so we'll do a chemical plant out here. Making it so close to a nest is also like really spicy now that I'm thinking about this. I kind of forgot it was there, but the fact that I could see bullet fire where I'm setting up my lubricant and stuff is spicy. We could also change our oil over to something that isn't oil if we want more damage. Like we can have light oil go through, and I think that makes the flamethrowers have more damage, but for now we're just going to keep it as is. Lubricant is the most important thing at this exact juncture, so we're just going to plug in the lubricant to start. Probably going to want to set up cracking on a need basis, so I'll set up some cracking as well. Very, very basic amount of it though. I don't want to go too crazy on it. I think I'm going to move these over here. We're going to keep the cracking in-house. The lubricant can be a little farther because I kind of want to do some automation over there as well. Put this here. Put that there so we can crack downwards. And then we want to plug this back in with the petroleum gas and then have the petroleum gas go back into the normal line because we're not technically using any petroleum gas right now too. It should be fixed, I believe. It goes up here somewhere. There it is. Looks like we already have a few storage tanks of petroleum gas, so we could technically just plug it into those. This tank will be convenient for reading signals on, though, so I don't think we should change it. Aw, heck, I hate pipe weaving. It gets me so confused. They should just let you have, like, multi-lane pipes. Maybe that's brave, but I'm not afraid to say it anymore. I need pipe splitters. Cool. So the petroleum gas is plugged back in. We weren't really using any anyways, but that's good to go. The oil's going again, so the flamethrower should be working again. And now we have access to lubricant, as well as we'll slam down these cracking as well. Do need to bring our water down here, but it should be pretty close. So we'll just quickly nab some of that. I think I'll just split it through the middle here. That sounds good to me. Alrighty, so we're going to set this on the requirement where it's only going to enable / disable. Do we have to hit read contents? It already takes it. Great. So enable / disable, we'll do it on our liquid, the heavy oil. If that surpasses 20,000 heavy oil inside of here, you may activate. On the other hand, if this surpasses 20,000 light oil, you may activate. And then crack it downwards. Cool. We can technically have the petroleum crackdown as well. I think the best bet's probably just switching over to solid fuel for our furnaces. So let's set up that too. Not our furnaces, our power. So let us grab some... Is it chemical plants to make solid fuel? I feel like it's got to be. I'm going to assume that it is. Cool. There's another science done, one that we certainly are going to appreciate. So we'll do another chem plant. Bandaging the copper for now as well. Do we have another copper that we were going to bring inside of our walls? I think the answer is yes. Yeah, that 641. That should be totally takeable. It is very close to there, but I think it'll be fine to hold with flamethrowers. Cool. Some more chemical plants done. You know what I also want to make, which I did the research for, is modular armor. Interesting that modular armor... Wait, do I not have any armor at all? Really? That's a big surprise. I would have expected me to have some kind of armor. No wonder I folded like a piece of paper, I guess. Piece of paper fold pretty easily, so I'm going to go with piece of paper, I think. Cool. Modular armor. That does give us 10 more inventory spaces, which is quite nice, and quite a bit of defensive stats, actually. A lot more than I would have expected. Oh, and we could stick stuff in it. Even better. Cool, so we've got lubricant coming. I think I'm going to get rid of this petroleum gas storage, which did in fact just waste a pretty big chunk of petroleum gas, just because we have 100k storage over there already, and I'm going to set up stuff over there. I do want to make a lubricant storage instead. And now we're going to go up here. We're going to set up our solid fuel production. And hopefully bring that solid fuel upwards. I mean, I guess it's probably better to bring the pipes over there instead, making the solid fuel right here. Although if I make the solid fuel here, it has the luxury of like not needing a long cable, but a long cable should be easy enough. Let's just bring this gas upwards. Looks like I'm missing a happy little pipe here, so we'll put that in too. Cool. So bring this up. We'll bring this along our belt line, so hopefully it won't intrude on anything. This isn't technically an upgrade to our total power, but it will be an upgrade to our power in the sense that we're consuming less coal to make the power. Which means we need to worry less about coal running out effectively. Which I'm super down for. We've run out of our underground pipes again. We're very close to our final destination. Oh, our iron's looking so sad. I really need to step it up. I'm on borrowed time. I wish I expanded faster. That's one of my biggest regrets. I wish I expanded outwards a lot quicker when starting this playthrough. Giving myself a bigger buffer of expansion would have been way better. Too late now to really dwell on it though, unfortunately. I'm sure they've already expanded to effectively where all the darkness is. So we'll just have to deal with it. I think walls and flamethrowers is going to be enough to be fine. We have like, we're so close to like what we need to just sort of function. Setting up outposts might be a pain if we want to take something that's too close to enemies, but if we're able to take that uranium up there, okay, then I think we'll be okay to take other stuff too. So let us set down our, where is it? There we go. We'll do 2 of them. Probably put them over here though instead. Of course I moved the wrong one, that's okay. We'll do solid fuel from petroleum. Is that like super inefficient compared to the other stuff? Kind of, but it might be nice to have a deliberate dump of it. Because currently we're just cracking downwards. Maybe it's not that inefficient, but it looks a lot less efficient. Something else we want to do is make sure that we have it going on both sides of the belt. So I'm going to actually change the setup a little bit when I get over there. I'm just thinking about it. Curve it around here. They should add like curved pipe as an item when you do like those L junctions. I don't know why that would really overcomplicate things, but I thought about it, now I want it. That is going to be our hourly load-bearing power pole alert. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up. We're going to put a splitter here. And I will input priority on the right. Hopefully that'll manifest as just basically always being solid fuel at the end of the line. Solid fuel's fuel value is what? 12 megajoules versus 4, so it's 3 times more efficient than coal. So it'll be nice to saturate the belt with it over time. Okay, so that's good. Now we're actually making things. The question remains, do I want to focus on getting bots down first, or do I want to focus on getting the iron? I think it's time to go for the iron. Getting the bots would be nice, because if we get bots now, all the repairs and stuff are taken care of. I do think, unfortunately, we need to hunker down a little bit and go get that iron. Because it is getting like a very small patch right now. So let's go get the iron. In addition to getting the iron, we are going to need to set up a good chunk of flamethrowers over there. So let's go check our flamethrower box and see how we did. Probably want to bring some normal turrets too, so I'll grab those. I think what we'll do, 14, not an incredible amount of them, but hey, at least it's running. I think what we're going to do is... Actually, 14's kind of crazy. I take it back. I'm sorry. I was being a little, like, not generous with that. We're going to have the train have an extra cart that just fills with ammo specifically, and then we'll have it offload when it arrives to the place. That simple. So let us start our rail design. I see that we have some extra science on us, so I'm going to go smack that in the science machines as well. Yeah, 4 more of our iron drills just ran out. So it's definitely time. I was really hoping to push it off as long as I could, and I think I did pretty good pushing it off. There are the science machines, so we will offload our science. I have 26 flamethrowers. I was being super dramatic. Let's grab a few normal turrets as well so we'll have good coverage. Because again, I think that's going to be a hot spot for attacks once we set it up. It's going to make a lot of pollution. What the heck is this inserter? Surely it's from a bygone era. Great. All right, let's head up. Let's start getting the framework of everything down. I think I'll start ghosting the rails first so that we can get an idea of what it's going to look like. I also want to grab some more efficiency modules too. And then once we have a good rail design, we'll just build it up there and then set up the mine. I don't think we have a crazy amount of drills available. We only have 12, but that's okay. We can start the ghost for them. Cool. We could delete a few of these blueprints. It's just like filtered turrets that I've accidentally picked up a few times. Sweet. It's getting to be primarily solid fuel, which is what we would expect. So the base is 3 times more efficient. I guess it's not technically 3 times. It depends on how much like one petroleum gas is compared to a coal. So where are we going to want to drop it off is question number 2 as well. Still really good health on these walls. These walls are like really standing up well. I'm quite impressed with them. Can we see how much pollution was eaten by biters? Wow. Tiles are doing much of the heavy lifting, but biters are doing okay. But yeah, if nothing else, tiles are keeping us alive right now. I don't think I look at the pollution tab very often to see how it's doing. But it is interesting to see. Boilers obviously leading, but I don't think we can put any efficiency modules in boilers. So we'll set up our train stop. I'm going to set up my train stop over here, I think. Question is, do I want it 1 lane? If I make it 1 lane, we're going to have to double head. I think it's probably better to suck it up and cut through some of the trees over here. Reason being, it means like our train's already going to be kind of long if it's bringing ammo over. So double head means it's even longer to bring into any stop. So I think it's probably worth to just make it a loop. It also allows us to have multiple trains a lot easier in one like configuration. So I'm doing it. Do we have night vision yet? Can I get that? I guess I don't have any power for my thing. We need portable solar panels. I should probably have grabbed lab research speed. Hey, portable solar panels. I'll do that next. Rocket fuel is another option for upgrading our stuff. We'll need rocket fuel eventually, but for now, let's focus on those solar panels. I should have brought power out here. That was a real blunder. So we are going to need power out here. We also need to think about where we're going to bring the iron in. I imagine the ore will just kind of lead into where the current ore mine is dying, which is fairly isolated from the base. Not the most isolated, but it's fairly isolated. I'm actually shocked that these big electric poles were able to make it all the way back here. How many inserters do we have? 18. We need a lot more. Oh man, those are getting... I was kind of like hyping up how little damage they were taking, but now it's getting bad. Maybe that was just a particularly big wave, but I'm getting more concerned as time goes on. I was feeling good, but now I'm not feeling as good. Look how good our power is doing, though. Well done on us for bringing the power down. Granted, we did lose a lot of drills, so it's just going to get bad again pretty soon. But still, well done. May as well celebrate the small victories. All right, let's start setting up... Well, let's have it load in here. Seems like a perfectly fine place to load it and just bring it down there. The steel stack is there, but steel stack's going to go upwards, so we'll focus on bringing it down to here. I'll just ping it so I can get an idea of where it is. That'll be the on-ramp. We'll also need to make... We don't need any rail signals right now. We will want them eventually. Big electric poles in the way. Uh-oh. It's okay. We can make it look like it's intentional. Oh, you know what? No, there's no way. I mean, I could get this little uranium patch. This is like, all right, this is getting real jank. I was thinking that the loop-de-loops were doing me some good, but they're not. Thinking maybe we'll bring it up here so that we can have it near... I wish I didn't have to make it go down, though. Have it near the uranium. That way we can make a separate stop for the uranium over here later on. That'll be a bonus thing for later. I really hate that. Maybe I'll fix that over there. That looks pretty good in theory for what we want. We can always set up like the stops proper later. Oh, actually I do want to set up or at least create a few stops while I'm here. Like the physical train stops. Heck, I ran out of green circuits at the worst possible time. Really happy with how this factory is coming out, though. I was really unhappy with it for a while because I felt so like compacted into one spot, but now that we're ahead on iron, those electric furnaces and efficiency modules were a crazy upgrade for us. Cool. So there is our stop, so we can set up stops whenever. I was thinking trains were basically inevitable in this playthrough. Without the ability to clear out nests, like, I could have really, really long belts, but it's gonna just be way more efficient to have a train do it, especially if the train can bring over ammo and whatnot. I don't think I'm gonna have it bring over fluid. I think I'm gonna just pipe over fluid, because fluid is already fairly close to this location. I mean, on the other hand, I could just have bullets come over. They're also quite close. Probably a better idea to not, though. If we start the concept of, like, loading bullets onto trains, we can do that in much farther locales too, so we have the luxury of grabbing a further away thing. Something else I want to start protecting sooner than later too is actually our fluid. It's not like completely undefensible. I have a couple of walls and stuff, or undefended I should say, but I'm nervous that eventually we're going to aggro things into it. The part actually looks quite good though, so maybe it won't be a problem. The more we can put off, the better. All right, actually wanted to move this up one. I forgot. Or down one? Down one. Yeah, I don't want to have it go like that, so we're going to redesign this part. I completely forgot that was the point. Should be easy enough to fix. It is wasting a few trees, though. Stop is going to be a little bit further away, but that shouldn't really matter meaningfully. Trains make my brain shut down when I'm setting them up. I feel like I'm like so hyper focused on making it look good more than anything, and it doesn't end up looking that good in the end. But it still matters like way more to me than it probably should. But like if you don't have a good looking base, or at least like some yummy looking spaghetti, what are you really cooking with, right? Heck. There we go. Okay, cool. So we have most of our rail line. We still need to finish that side, but this looks good. I'm going to set up the stop now too, so we make sure we have enough space. Have it load in here. If I have it load this way, we can load bullets on the back one there. I don't actually have any wagons yet either. We'll set up our loading bays. I forgot to grab inserters as well. There's still plenty to do here. Once this is set up, though, our iron woes will be reduced, but we definitely want to get ahead of the defensive stuff. Oh, there's so much space for drills here. It's so much bigger than our patch. I know our patch has kind of already like died down a little bit, but like it's so nice. I want to swing by here and repair it too. This has been holding quite good, but it's time for a little bit of TLC to that wall. I will be the roboport that I need to be. I will be the logistics robot. Surely it's construction robots that repair. It's gotta be, because they're like constructing. I'm very concerned about flamethrowers near here. I mentioned that before, but it is a real worry of mine. How far away from the wall? We're one flamethrower plus one. Cool. So that's where we want to put them now. This place is almost certainly going to get spicy quick. Hopefully these trees can survive for a good chunk of time, inside of our walls at least. The outside ones I think are just gunked. I don't really know how tree burning works, if it's going to give us a good chunk of time or not. Like, will the tree be able to... I should probably like preemptively destroy ones that might be able to spread easily. Oh, apparently there's no wall there anyways. I imagine we're gonna need to pump soon too. Crazy timing. Absolutely stream pre-recorded timing right there. I do have pumps on me. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of big electric poles on me, but that's okay. There we go. That looks good. You just gotta bring it around the corner here. This is too close to the wall. No, right. I actually measured it out. I forgot. That one should look quite good after a little bit of time. We'll just do normal pipes there. Flamethrower, underground, 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 flamethrower. Now this spot's gonna be a little bit weird to hold, just because of how close it is to the wall. Perhaps I should bring the wall out a little bit. Let's do it, just a little bit, not a crazy amount, just so I can put the flamethrowers under it and we can really like get everything we can out of the patch. I do miss bots. Moments like this where I'm like, oh yes, 70 walls I put down that I want to move. Those are the ones that make you go, I miss bots. I still think about bots from time to time. I don't think we need much more protection than on this major corner. We can keep setting this up farther around, but I don't think it's necessary right now, at least. I also have to be a little bit careful that flamethrowers like this don't accidentally like torch other things that are on the other side of the wall. All right, so the flamethrower goes out to here. Was that good? Yeah, it should be good. I friendly fired an uncommon Spidertron once with a flamethrower, and I really haven't recovered from that. The trust issues were bountiful. But then I got a legendary Spidertron and everything was fine. Good times. Gosh, getting a legendary Spidertron took so long. Thinking back on it, I know it was only a few weeks ago now, but it was just like such a chore. It was rewarding though. Definitely next time I play Factorio as well, I'm going to focus so much more hard on quality early on. Alright, cool. So we have walls around here. We have flamethrowers that are successfully flamethrowing. I think we're pretty safe to start setting up this mine now. Any other researchers want? Yeah, night vision equipment would be nice. Just getting a few solar panels and night vision equipment. I guess we would need batteries too, actually. That's actually crazy. I guess it's not that crazy. But like, if you have only solar panels and night vision equipment, you can use night vision for like 4 seconds. And then you can't because there's no sun. Is it clear that I'm tired? Ironically, I slept really, really, really good. On Sunday, I spent most of the day visiting with my niece because it's her, on Saturday, because her birthday was on Sunday. I spent a lot of time with her, and she has a lot more energy than I do. And that really, really showed. It was fun, though. It's always nice to see family. Usually nice to see family, I should say. Not always, but usually. I'm gonna just flip this over for a train stop. I certainly don't have that balance energy. I don't know where they find all the energy. I must have been like that when I was young, but I'm just like, there's no chance. Cool, night vision equipment's done. Alright, is this enough space? It is because we can load it on an angle, but it's tight otherwise. Oh, I forgot to repair the thingies. Let me go do that really quick. Actually, let me do that in a little bit. Let me keep putting that off until the wall breaks. No, joking aside though, I wanted to make a locomotive. I should probably have this side of the steel help out over there as well. I realize now that only half our stack is doing the main part of the base. Okay, so we got a locomotive. Apparently we got 2 of them because I was so much of an overachiever, really. That's fine. I was just gonna use the locomotive for personal transport for the sake of brevity. We also need to go grab those inserters that I keep putting off. We also need some steel boxes to actually set up the stop too. So let's go steel boxes. Gosh, I wish I could just handcraft some steel boxes. It would be so easy. The temptation is there. Cool. So that'll make a good chunk of them. Our inserters, I think, are down here. We should probably switch to bulk inserters pretty soon too. I never set them up, but it's probably fine to do so now. Are you a guy? No. Thanks for the question. Let's actually do substations as well. I love substations. They're probably my favorite thing. You sound like one though? I'm sorry that my voice is a little deep. I hope that that's not too upsetting to you. There's not much I can do about it. $16 steel chests. We need 2 more of them. Oh, I don't know. I hope it's not upsetting to you. Ideally, no one's upset. That's kind of the dream. I should probably make a box somewhere. Actually, we're gonna need to load this anyways. So let's just put these on a belt ahead of time. We're going to need them for our train station. So preemptively, let's grab this, bring them out here. Get our train loaded. Then let's go repair that, because I have been putting it off for way too long, and that's going to be a real problem. This is attempt number 1 for the 4 achievements on the left. It's going to need some power as well. I keep wanting to craft stupid big electric pulse. I need to go pick up power pulse. I'm so tired of this. This stupid lazy bastard achievement is really going to be the death of me. I'm so glad you said something about turning off crafting, because it's so tempting to try and craft things all the time. Yeah, the achievement itself, lazy bastard, does not let you handcraft anything past, like, it gives you a little buffer, but it takes like 102 or something to handcraft your first power setup in your first lab. So we're going for Lazy Bastard Logistic Network Embargo, which is no logistics, like fancy logistics chests, no blowing up nests, and no yellow and purple science before going to do our first space science. Going for under 8 hours? No, certainly not. That one would be, I mean, that would be a tough one. That would be for someone built a little better than I am. That one would be tough. I mean, I think I'm already at like 8 hours. Yeah, unfortunately. We are a little past the one. We're at 9 hours. But like having to play around not breaking nests is like, it's so taxing early on. We need to go repair that. All right, so let's go take our happy little locomotive out. Put down the rest of our rail line if we can. Holy cow, this thing is fast. I wish it was like, what's it called? Roller Coaster Tycoon, where you can have the little roller coasters go off the edge, and you could just do that with your train and then slam it into a biter. So when people do 100% achievement speedruns, that's crazy. I was thinking about how I will eventually need to go do, I think we'll just take it around the hoop again, it'll probably be quicker. I need to eventually go for the speedrun achievements, but I'm really nervous. Particularly, I want to say it's like beating the game in 40 hours or whatever. That's crazy. It took me like 120. What if that Renai transportation mod lets you use trains as weapons? I'm not familiar with the mod. But if we can use trains as weapons, I'm into it. Excuse me, biters and spitters. Sorry to intrude. Just allow me to repair a few things. You're doing great. Please don't attack my walls ever again. Okay, so let's start our stations. Eric, Sexton, and Morgano. Probably want to change those names. Just so we know which is which. So this will be Iron Mine 1. Set up our little iron signal as we like to, and then we'll change this one over to Iron Drop Off. My gosh, my micro is like negative today. There we go. Iron Drop Off 1. I'm hoping that just this one setup will be enough to get us into space at least. I'm thinking that if we're that limited by locale, we'll be able to drop off a good chunk of stuff with space. Like we can make a platform that just makes iron and drops it. I have radar coverage in most places. I just happened to remove this one when I made my my stacks a little bit bigger. But I have radar all the way out to this locale. It's just the center area that doesn't have it, which is a mistake. It should. I'll fix it. Actually, I don't want to. They take so much power. Okay, so that's set up. We need to actually get the cargo wagon set up, and we also need a few more drills. So let's try to make cargo wagons first. Step 1, find cargo wagons in the menu. Realize they're not actually in the menu. There we go. Steel and gears. I think we have a gearbox. Let's go grab that. We'll just slurp a bunch of steel for the other part. Do have a gearbox. I think we'll do 3. 3 feels like a reasonable amount. Oh my gosh, our iron stacks are so sad right now. Yeah, I'm trying to keep pollution to a minimum, at least for now. I'm just trying to keep it so that once this is set up, I'll probably do it. Because we're going to start pushing out more. Not blowing up nests makes it really awkward. Ignore these pipes, they're not important. They were me trying a theory that didn't end up panning out. I was like, maybe I can like block all the spawns. I feel like I'd heard someone talk about it before. But whatever it was, it's something that I wasn't able to master. It is a little bit nice that they're consuming the pollution regardless. I don't know if the pollution would be consumed if we blocked them out anyways. I couldn't even find the cargo wagon. There we go. So let's make 3 of these to start. Sweet. So we've got our... Oh, we would have 3 of them. I could have sworn we crafted a 3rd one. Maybe I stopped it right beforehand. Sweet. There we go. So cargo wagon's good. Thank goodness, because this mine is almost completely tapped out. What are we down to? 95k? Yeah. Yep. Nope. That's not good. And part of it's a mixed one too, which isn't that bad to deal with, but I gotta deal with it. Gotta deal with it now rather than later. What else do we need up there? I think some more inserters. We have the chest required for the pickup, but not the drop off. We need to make more steel chests, so let's get the steel chests made. And then I think we're basically good. I do want to get some turrets over there as well. I haven't decided if I'm going to just have the ammo be belted over or not. Oh my gosh, our iron is so bad. Lighter spawn blocking. I'll copy that and I'll check it out in a little bit. I appreciate it. That is not the link I copied. There we go. I tried to right-click copy the address and it was like Miko Stellar's chat, and I was like, that's the address of the chat for sure. Okay, why are those getting hurt? Is it because it's mainly... Okay, there's a very high chance of spiders. This is a very spitter-heavy nest. That's almost certainly why. That one's a pain. I almost want to pull out wall off here and then set up flamethrowers. I think that's what we'll do, is we'll reel back a little bit. I don't know. Do we have any more ammo upgrades? We do. Let's go for projectile 3, so that'll get us a little more bang for our buck. It was so nice not having spitters pop out of them for so long, though. Alright, cool. Good chunk of steel plates. Let's finish up, or steel boxes. Let's finish up our offloading here. What? Why is there no ammo? Oh, because the iron is so gunked. Let's fix this now. That might fall, though, if I do that. I guess I can set up a flamethrower nearby it and pull it back a little bit. Heck, I really want to set this up, though. I need to turn off the gearbox. I didn't know how gunked our ammo was. Damn. I knew by putting it at the end of the line it had the chance of getting messed up. This is real spooky. Looks like the other one hasn't fire at all, so as long as the machine kicks back on, it should be okay. But this one's starting to hurt too. That's probably why we were getting hurt over there. Alright, let's hope that that stems the tide long enough. I gotta go. I am going to set up a few turrets in the base itself, because I am concerned about this going down. Just because of how close it is. And that's 5x5, then one on each side in the corners, 2 tiles empty space between, extend out 3. Oh, interesting. I didn't know it was so simple. I figured you just have to cover like every single one. Gotta go, I need to learn science. Bye. Thanks for stopping in. It's very interesting how, like, deep Factorio is. Alright, I'm gonna just repair him for now. Clearly ammo is an issue. Hopefully it's an issue that can wait, like, another, like... I'm, like, 2 minutes off of getting the iron fixed. It's so close. I could turn off other vital things or non-vital things for iron and hopefully have it kind of like funneled through where it needs to. I'm going to start setting conditions. Iron mine one will do full cargo or inactivity for 5 seconds. Then we'll do empty cargo or inactivity for 5 seconds. Just for now. I love the inactivity rule. It works really well. Let's go to iron mine. That's so scary. I haven't even set up the belts and stuff here. This is not good. I think that they can pull from this. I always forget if you need a belt in front or not. I think this is okay. I'm like real nervous right now. I don't want to have the base overrun just because I'm caught off here. We need to plug this in now. This place is going to get a lot spicier when it happens, but it's got to be done. I know we lost the turret. I'm just not looking at it now. I need to manifest good vibes. Honestly, I'm gonna just let it fill up this one thing. I'm gonna run back. I'm gonna let the train fill. Although, oh right, I didn't set any boxes here. It's fine. This will just fill the train for now. This is better than nothing. We need iron. How bad is it down there? That's 6,000 kills too. Alright, I'm gonna set up the other ones. Hopefully we can send like just a deluge of like a few thousand to start. I thought I brought more drills, but I guess I didn't. I knew I forgot something. I just couldn't figure out what it was. Okay, cool. Another one ran out of ammo. I'm gonna just send it back for now, and I'm gonna hop with it, I think. I'm gonna quickly plug this into one of the other ones that has a buffer, so that when I'm gone, it's buffering, and then I'm gonna set up the rest of the stop, and then I'm gonna hop in, and we're gonna just take a ride. The offload's not good yet either, but we are really at a tight spot. Cool. Let us just go to iron drop off 1. It's not perfect, but we're taking almost 1,000 iron back. Oh man, it's like fire. It's like a war zone over there. Okay, it doesn't have anything to drop off into yet. Turn you on manual for 1 second so I have time. For now, you're just going to be a single long belt of a drop-off, and I'll fix you later. I have to go defend that area, I think. Let's plug it in. Again, it's not ideal. It's going to need better stuff, but this is at least an influx of iron that we desperately need. We'll have to fix it for sure. What we really need is more drills. So let's get some drills. Looks like primarily iron plates, but we should grab the green circuits while we're here. I have enough steel chests, thankfully. Alright, that's a good chunk of drills. Probably gonna need more anyways, but this is a good one to start with. Alright, we need more inserters. Why aren't you going? I probably turned you off of automatic. Let's go grab inserters, grab red belts, see if we can upgrade that, plug it in, and then hopefully we can get some ammo down. Red belts get, inserters get. I don't think we need anything else. Bulk inserters are going to be like the next big upgrade for us for sure. Oh, really rough time to start running out of ammo and stuff. The ammo even coming? I don't think so. Very, very, very scarcely. There's a little bit going down there. Very, very scarcely. It'll get better. Once this stop is done, I think we'll be in good shape though. Can you insert directly into these? Wait, why am I doing this? I haven't done this setup in a while. I'm panicking so much I've like reverted to like really old setups I've done. Goodness, it just got so stressful. I really don't want them cracking the base because I don't have any ammo on me either. What I should do probably is make a little... Whoops, I made this wrong. I should make a little bit of like flamethrower ammo and stuff for myself or shotgun shells just to have in case things get spicy. Alright, for now these are just going to go down one belt. It's really inefficient, and it's almost certainly just going to clog up a bunch. But having something is better than nothing at this point. Whoops, I should have left that there. Put it right down here. Okay, let's go plug more drills in over to that spot over there, and hopefully that'll get us going again. I waited way too long. I was thinking that like the iron mine would be really in dire straits when it was sub 50k, but sub 150k was really bad. Looks like they're getting ammo back down there again. Sweet. Ah, it's at least a little influx. It's a little bit of life that we needed. All right, obviously now we're going to start making pollution here, though, so we're going to have to be ready for that. Looks like that corner is also undefended, so if we have an extra flamethrower, we should slam it down there for now. That's a lot better. All right, let's get our drills down. We have 15 of them. We're going to use 15 of them. Oh, it's such a relief to actually have this mine down. You have no idea. I was stressing. Hopefully, we'll be able to be fine with just flamethrowers for the second, because this is absolutely going to be attacked by those eventually. There is a good chunk of trees here, so maybe that'll help. This is a very inefficient way to load this. But it's getting loaded all the more, which means the train will swing by and pick up stuff. Surprised that this many drills isn't enough to saturate a red belt. Alright, let's get, I guess, bulk inserters next to start loading them quicker. If we can get another braking force, that would be nice, but I don't know if it's available. Okay, we didn't even have one yet. Perfect. We'll just queue up one then. Visible projectile damage obviously saves us ammo by having them do more damage per shot, so that'll be nice as well. I don't have the red belts right now, but we will be able to change these over eventually too. I don't think it's necessary yet though. Thank goodness, what a relief. I gotta save the game again. And achievements too will do. We still haven't done anything, still 103. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Okay, so let's just take a second to breathe. What things do we want to do right now? I would like to get bulk inserters automated because having them for trains is just so nice. It loads so much quicker. Our ammo should be fixed, but it'll take a little bit for it to be fixed because the train needs to start like actually winding and unwinding. Honestly, we're producing so little iron ore here that I'm a little bit surprised. I thought this was going to be a lot more magnanimous. We could fit a few more drills for sure, just not a crazy amount more. Alright, let's get those bulk inserters first and foremost. That'll help loading, which is going to be a big deal for us. This is not something we want to set a one and done for. We would like to really have like a proper good setup for this. Do bulk inserters take blue inserters is question number one, because I don't remember. We don't have bulk inserters. Huh? I thought we already had them. We didn't research them yet. All right, cool. Bump that up. It's circuit, gear wheel, fast inserter. Very, very easy to do. We're making both circuits down here, so I think I'm going to just put fast inserters on a belt and bring them down. It's going to get a little bit spaghetti. I think it's probably for the greater good, at least right now. Alright, see, that's not good. That does not spark joy. That is a real problem for someone such as myself in a position such as the one I'm in. Best thing I could do now is stay calm. Make some firearm magazines. So we don't have any because we fed them. That outpost is definitely going to fall. I was planning on abandoning it at one point anyways, but not this soon. I don't want the flamethrowers to be able to hit the nest. That's the only thing I need to be super careful of, or at least one of the things I need to be super careful of. I really want to get this flamethrower plugged in ASAP, though. Is that oil? Perfect, oil. Okay, cool. Those are just the pipes. Gosh, this is so stressful. It goes wrong so quick. Oh, no. Are you serious? I'm surprised it still worked. Pump. Okay. No nest destroyed yet. This looks like it can't reach nests in range. I'm gonna just take some of our walls, and I'm gonna set up walls around here. We're gonna fall back like we did before. It's tough to see at night exactly how far the flamethrowers can reach. I kinda wanted to keep that copper ore. I mean, this is fine. Those spitters are a real problem, though. Okay, I can kind of see it. Oh, no, this is such a problem. I made it high. Oh, hey, Q. Good to see ya. That gets really gnarly close to the nest. I'm gonna move it back one. Hopefully that's good. I'm gonna try to reclaim my pipes if I can. I think I'm sick. My throat feels like it's swollen. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. Hopefully you feel better soon. I'm peeling off this locale. I had it like sort of locked down, but we need to just pull back a little bit. At least this playthrough's kept me busy. There's not really like a lull moment. Trying to get as many of the firearm mags out of here as we can. Really like make sure we take advantage of it. Also don't want to end up in the flamethrower though. The rest of those belts or whatever. I don't care about them enough. Alright, we got a little bit of breathing room now. Those pipes are just gonna be a lost cause, I think. I was gonna try to save them, but I don't see a viable way to do it. Okay, so that could have gone better. I'll give you that much. Could have also gone worse, though. We lost a bit of our foothold. But it's just because the iron was so gunked, so hopefully the iron will be just fine now. Given a little bit of time, of course. The train's filling up good. It just takes a little bit of time to do so. Our pollution will be reaching those enemies soon. Oh my god, this playthrough is so stressful. Let me repair these and we'll assume this is good for now. I think we might want to set up... Can we get drill productivity yet? Is that a thing? What's it called? Mining productivity? We can. Let's go for that too. I recommend you try to push Q when hovering over something. I appreciate it. Someone told me about that before too. I was panicking. There was so much going on. That is a good recommendation, though. I didn't know it for the longest time, till like 500 something hours in. Trust the process, surely it'll be fine. I hope. I'm trusting. I really am. But it really looks like our iron is ultra gunked. Oh no, what type of science did we run out of? Red or green? Red science because of the iron? Uh-oh. Oh no, that's bad. That's actually really bad. Like, all jokes aside, that's really, really bad. They breach containment. Don't break my tanks. Okay, well, we're gonna set up flamethrowers over here too, I guess. Oh no, everything just went awful, like, suddenly. Alright, the most important thing is to set these up slightly out of range of things that can be damaged by them. We have an abundance of solid fuel, or not solid fuel, light fuel right now. I see you over there, you jerk. Just wait 1 second. No, don't kill the nest. Don't kill the nest. Don't kill the nest. Don't kill the nest. I thought that's out of range. That's going to be an autosave. I don't think I can save the nest. Oh, no. When was the last save? Say it wasn't that long ago. It was 4 minutes ago. Live, nest, live. You're so strong. You're beautiful and so strong. You don't have to blow up here. Brutal. It's only 4 minutes, but still hurts. Okay, well, at least we know it's about to go wrong. Actually, we're not like time travelers. We went to the timeline in which stuff wasn't horrible. I didn't clean up all that stuff over there on the left yet either, I realize. But this isn't all completely destroyed yet. I didn't realize this was being blown up at the same time. So I'm going to preemptively set up flamethrowers over here now that I know what's going on. It's like roughly up here is where we want. Probably still gonna lose those turrets. Whoops, that's the wrong thing to hook up. Yep, nope, that does in fact gunk everything. Okay. We have the foresight now. Turns out iron kind of keeps the base going. I don't know if like that's like a commonly known thing or not, but it does in fact do that. Are you trying to preserve them for eggs? No, I'm going for an achievement where you don't kill any spider nests before going to blow them up with artillery. Okay, that's a truly tragic end to those turrets. Those turrets were in fact in the splash zone, and I was ill prepared for that. Ah, this is rough. I think we're gonna have to box in sooner than we want. Where are those bullets that I got? Those had like no bullets in them. 4 turrets. 07 to those turrets. I had like 3 firearm magazines here. Okay, these are still in the splash zone. I thought that they were safe there. I was wrong. We haven't blown up any bases yet, which is good. Where are my walls? Okay, cool. Less cool that they just kind of run around, but we obviously don't have bullets here yet. You gotta go back. We need the iron. Stat. I'm struggling. I can't handcraft bullets. I'm panicking. Oh, those spitters are such jerks. Going around the side was not on my bingo card. Guessing that was something that I destroyed. I hope that was something I destroyed. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Ammo wasn't able to make it down there. Oh my god, everything is folding at once. This sucks so much. We need to start walling up. Alright, let's go grab some stuff. Let's go manually make some ammo, I guess. The ammo belt is not... It stopped functioning at one point a long time ago. At like a really critical junction, the ammo belt stopped working. Okay, the iron is bountiful this time of year. Holy guacamole. Oh my god, there's so much iron in here. Alright, hold. Okay, that's pushing up. That's fine. This should get the ammo belt working a little bit better. I'm gonna trust in the ammo belt, and I'm gonna just build into it so that it won't just be me like stemming the tide the whole time. It's gonna be really awkward to box this in though. Not impossible, but very awkward with how close it is to their base. I think we have to give up the outward base again. We're so close to being like safe for a little bit too, but we're just not there yet. These walls are actually paying such big dividends though. So happy to see that. Ah, this is so spicy. I need to output priority, I think. Situations like that, I used to use, or I like to use yellow inserters. That's a good point. I just don't have any yellows on me right now, but it is a very good point. How is this looking? Is it better? Oh my god, yes, it is better. All right, so ammo should be coming down here. I'm going to pull back this belt. We're going to have to wall in stuff. Maybe I should just put them in a box. If I could just finish bulk inserters and roboports, we are like set, I think, at least for a little bit. But we're going to have to contend with this specific nest the entire time. Probably want to do some repair work. Spitters really complicate everything. Oh, you know what I bet happened is... I bet down here they lost power. Yeah, they lost power, so they stopped feeding. That's what it is. Alright, let's repair stuff. If I can restore power to that lower area, I'm not going to give up that base down there. I'm going to try and reclaim it. Okay, there's ammo coming down slowly but surely. I'm going to trust that this is going to feed. I'm going to try and sneak around and restore power really quick. They don't seem like they're too... Actually, we might not even have to sneak that far. They're not spiteful towards power pulls naturally. Still not restored power. All right, we got to sneak over. Is that enough? That looks like it's enough. Cool. Hopefully that can hold for a little bit. That was a massacre. But we're sort of stabilizing a little bit. As long as they keep attacking upwards, we'll be good. But I do think I need to protect more area. Okay. Hopefully the bulk inserters continue at 1.2, but I got a funny feeling I broke the red science at one point. I turned off the gear well, because it was storing gears. They only target no military structures if they're in the way. That makes sense. I was hoping it would be like that so that I can continue my stuff. I want to expand it outwards here, but I want to make sure I don't toast anything accidentally. Really just the bases is what I'm most concerned about. Okay, that one can't stay. That one can't stay. Please, please, please. No. Please, please, you're so strong. You're so beautiful. Don't take damage. Okay, wonderful. No, no, no. Stop, stop, stop. Come back. I don't have bullets and I can't handcraft them. Why do you hate this pipe? You jerk. Come back, please. Never mind, you can go that way. I need bullets. Holy cow, this is stressful. Keeping biters alive is so much harder than killing them. Feels like we're recovering a little bit, but not enough yet. Okay, don't do that. That's fair. I didn't think that was within your range, but it absolutely is, and that is your absolute right as a flamethrower turret to just blow the living heck out of my stuff. Alright, cool. Science got going again. I guess we'll bring it even further back. I wish I could permanently see where their range is on the tower. Or on the like the normal screen instead of having to check it all the time. I guess I can put one in my hand. That's probably a good solution. Okay, it looks like we're safe here. Oh man, this is such a tight fit for no good reason. They were just saving me some repair packs on that turret, that's all. Alright, so that means I could probably set up another flamethrower down here. We still haven't blown up a nest? We still haven't blown up a nest. Okay. I hate having the belt go like this. Being right against the wall, but I'm kind of pressed for time right now. I think I'm going to set a condition because it loads so slow. We're just going to do an ore condition for time count, just so that there's stuff flowing. Once we have bulk inserters, it'll load quicker and it'll be less of an issue. Holy guacamole. Cortisol levels are maybe at an all-time high. I should probably put little extra defenses here on the wall. Like a few turrets set up here. Oh my goodness gracious. I need to go grab some grenades. That is an enormous wave that's forming. I was really hoping they were going to form their waves above and not below. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Thank you. I could, in theory, push out and cover their nest again, and it'd probably be a good idea to do so. For now, I'm going to just deal with what I'm working with. A few grenades should be fine to wipe out this group. I really don't want them having the luxury of forming again, so I'm going to try to set up a flamethrower that can see this part of their group. I think we're going to put him in a box. I think that's got to be the play. I think that is the safest possible thing that we could do is put him in a big old box instead of boxing our stuff in. They're going to be a problem this whole time. If we put them in a big box, we can keep an eye on them. They can't get out. We got to put them in a big old box. So that's what we're going to do. Slowly but surely. This is the much safer idea and it will take a way less wall. We have to keep them alive. The only thing is once we start making the turrets closer, we have to go back to using our blueprint with the filters. I guess we can just apply the filter to everything though, just in case. It shouldn't matter at this point. I can see ammo actually like backing up the belt, so we're surviving. Not thriving, mind you, but we're surviving. We're just gonna put this nest in a box. That's it. It just gotta live in a box. Your new home equals a box. Such a weird way to play Factorio. I really wish I could have like bots go work on making bulk inserters or something. That taking damage worries me. It only took a small bit, so I'm guessing like the edge of some fire can land on it and then get absorbed maybe. But it does worry me. Having that break randomly will be a problem, so I have to be careful. This is my pollution farm. Yeah, my pet biter farm. It'll work out pretty nicely. I should have done this earlier. I mean, it's kind of what I was doing, but I was taking the turrets directly in. Anything to get ahead of the beat so they can't form these massive waves is what's necessary. I'm gonna do another grenade run. Cool. That flamethrower is taking hits. That's going to need some love too. We should just basically start putting all of our biters in boxes. I keep thinking this playthrough is going to have to restart like every like few minutes we're doing it now. It just keeps getting so bad. I hope none of our radars broke. I think they've been okay so far. Alright, so we're excess very hard. Aw, no, I set the control conditions wrong. I was like, why aren't you working? No wonder everything was scuffed. That's okay. Probably gonna use light oil as my go-to fuel because it's abundant and it's right here. No red ammo, insert Megamind mean. It's true, but it was expensive. It takes a lot of steel, and steel's pretty expensive. Heck. Do trees heal if they're missing health? Do trees have natural regeneration? Surely they must. Trees can regenerate in the winter, or I guess in the spring after winter. That's crazy, I didn't know that. They're so dumb, they don't know what's happening. I realize now that my turrets are in fact in the splash zone. I'm glad that I got a firm reminder that that is very much considered to be the splash zone. So I will move my turret line to be behind these from here on out. My mistake. I thought we were cool and the flamethrowers were not going to friendly fire. Looks like I've run out of belts at an inopportune time. We're like halfway there to boxing them. Oh, I've also run out of walls. Great. You know what? This is basically what we needed to do anyways, so I'm not too upset over it. I've also run out of pipe, so we've really run out of everything. Let's get this last one set up, and then I'll come back with more supplies later. Okay, no nests exploded. All right. Cool. Cool. I'm going to make another save now since this is a pretty dramatic change to our original plan. I like this plan though. Not letting them form those big groups is going to be really important for our survival. I should not have made all of my fluid handling so close to a nest. Oh. I saw that this area is kind of getting gunked, so we're going to need to touch that up, but at least we have a little bit of breathing room on this one. What looked like a several hour reset was, in fact, solvable. Shockingly. Where are the walls at? We're going to need some more of those. I can't believe we used up all the walls I made, to be honest with you. Like, that was a not insignificant amount. How is the bullet belt looking? Not saturated yet. It's looking a heck of a lot better, though. We gotta put a radar down there, too. I do not trust them expanding out in that one blank area we have somewhere around here. I could totally see a nest just popping up in the middle of it. Alright, they're starting to make waves over there. That's why it's doing that. So we're gonna have to box around that one, too. Do I quickly do bulk inserters to improve the iron? How's the iron looking? No, the iron's fine. We don't need bulk inserters right now. Everything looks awesome. We ran out of military science. Why did we run out of military science? Because walls are in short supply. That's really easy to fix. I'm going to go do that really quickly because I think I don't have any drills. We're going to make a few drills. We're going to fix the walls really quickly because I want military to keep going. But we've stabilized, kind of. We're still in the middle of like a crisis and that sucks, but it could be a much worse crisis. Because it's a stable crisis rather than a crisis that's not stable at all. Why not double sideload the iron drain? You know, I never thought about doing that before. That's smart. That upper wall's gonna need some love now too. We're not out of the woods quite yet. I really just want to set up bulk inserters really quick. I know I shouldn't though. I think more flamethrowers up here might be a good idea. Oh, Pets, I appreciate the raiding party. Nice to see you again. I think one of the new stone miners is also mining iron. That is one of my least favorite things to hear. It's certainly up there. How you doing today, Peps? Hello. Oh, this is such a headache. I really hope there's not a bunch of iron in there. I'm sure there is. Aw, nuts. Did we luck out? I didn't grab any yet? Perfect. There's no way we lucked out. Really? Huh. Alright, well. It would have just died here. Good to know, though. Vest is enough. Good, because I was really struggling with the PS at the end. Factorio has swallowed more than 8 hours of my day. It's doing a couple of my hours right now, but I'm okay. Certainly, I'd be a fool to complain. It could be much worse. Spiders are a little bit annoying, but I've decided that, much like most of my problems, I'm just going to put them in a box and pretend they don't exist. Think of it as Fest PS. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, that's cute. I like that. We apparently never set that up. We need to put these jerks in a box, so that's going to be the next big chore. Let's boxing these jerks in. They've had it too good for too long not being in a box. I didn't grab any new pipes, so we also need to go grab pipes. Oh, gosh, it's just such a chore keeping nests alive. I really wish we were close to space, but I feel like we're still another like 10 or 15 hours off. Probably longer. That's being quite generous with how much my time is being taken from just basically always running over and nursing these nests. So you've decided biter flambe is the way forward. Honestly, that's a pretty reasonable way to put it. It's just so efficient. Oh my gosh, stop breaking my stuff up there. I didn't grab pipes yet. I need to just repair these walls. Everything is okay-ish. I'm so glad that that doesn't get toasted. It's like still a little damage too. If we get just a few repair packs up in a few roboports, we'll be good. Okay, let's go back. Here's the game plan. The iron train definitely needs bulk inserters. Double loading, it's also clever. I never thought about that before. I just need to like stop dying for a little bit before that. Everything is okay-ish. The lesser heard Lego song, that's cute. I worked in an office somewhat recently, and my boss there would very frequently sing "Everything is awful" instead of "awesome" whenever like the smallest, most mundane thing went wrong. So it really resonated. All right, let's quickly set up these bulk inserters. I know we're not going to be able to use them immediately, but I just want to quickly get them set up. I'm going to do this very spicily. Light oil equals higher damage is true. I should probably set up light oil over heavy oil. That's a pretty easy upgrade. Obviously, we'll need to flush the pipe, or over normal oil, not heavy, excuse me. Okay. Cool. Right, I'm here to lurk, but I need food. Have an awesome rest of your stream. I appreciate it. Enjoy your food. I was gonna have lunch today because I'm kind of bad with remembering lunch, but I wasn't actually like really hungry. But normally I've been trying to have more lunch. I need to go grab belts and pipes. Let's do that before we forget. I don't know. I just haven't been getting hungry during the day. Like, I'm very much like, if I'm not hungry, why would I eat? And I know it's like because food is important and sustenance keeps us alive. Like, I follow what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down. How is it that this has literally never had gears come to it? I think I've said that before too. Let's get some belts really quick so we can fix all that up. Let's change this restriction over to like 500 of these as well, or 400. Maybe I should upgrade to blues though. I'm eating lunch right now. What are you having for lunch, Q? Anything good? Can I have some? I know I said I wasn't hungry. I'm well aware of what I said. But the question still remains. I never set up a thing there. We'll have to go fix that. I am very much... I don't know if I'm that bad, but if someone asks me if I want food and I say no, like, obviously I probably do. Some chicken enchilada that my grandpa made a day or two ago. Oh, that sounds nice. I have a bunch of stuff in the freezer right now to make up some beef stew and pulled pork. My mom always loads me up on stuff when I go to visit her and come home. That'll be fun. I forgot to grab the pipes I needed, but we have belts, which is the important thing at this exact juncture. We are going to get a little spaghetti, so I ask you to avert your eyes if you're not into Italian food. Okay, so we just need gear wheels. We have a ton of excess gear wheels here, so I'm going to just drag those down. This will be good enough for now. It's not pretty, but it is bulk inserters, and we will take it. I should probably rip this over to 2. There we go. Honestly, bulk inserters would help loading this, ironically. Maybe that's the intent. Okay, so Walls, flamethrowers, pipes. We are looking for pipes. Underground pipes specifically. Boom. I guess they're called pipe to ground. Aren't all pipes to ground though? Thanks to like gravity. Sorry if that was a little bit too real. Okay, I'm gonna call for the deconstruction plan over here. Just so we're not trying to replace anything broken. Eventually I'll have bots up and I don't want them just placing stuff that's gonna get torched immediately. Okay, so we're gonna have to start using our blueprint again for not targeting things like buildings if we get too close. So we want to keep that in mind. I'm gonna try to keep turrets as far behind the firing line of flamethrowers as possible since we've already had enough friendly fire with them. So we'll be a little bit careful with it, hopefully. But that of course means that the turrets shoot things less quickly as well. Generally, as long as it's like a wall difference, it should be fine to put them here. We're actually like out of turrets, I didn't realize. Whoops, we'll have to fix that. Thankfully we do have a turret maker. Holy cow, this takes forever to reload. I guess they do have 1400 health. Alright, let's just touch up everything that's here. And hope that it can hold its own for a little bit. Thankfully, the ammo is good. What caused us to kind of fall apart a little bit ago was simply the lack of ammo. Like, or I guess iron at its core. Running out of iron meant that we lost all of our outward spaces. This one may become a problem eventually, but as long as we keep this one corralled properly, it should be good. I've noticed we already have some damage there we didn't have before from spitters. I kind of want to work on bots. I don't think I have time to work on bots, but I'm going to try to work on bots. Let's do a save now where we're in like okay shape. Let's just try to get bots set up. Again, I don't have the luxury of handcrafting anything, so anything we make we'll have to do by, not by hand, by machine in this playthrough. So let us go for, what are the primary steps? I guess flying robot frames, which means batteries, which means engine units, which means the smaller engine units. Lubricants done. Honestly, this is not so bad for the frames. I thought it would be worse. I think the worst part of it is probably the electric engine unit, so let's start with that. I think it's a good habit to get into when doing basically any game. Or maybe it's not a good habit, but it's what I do. If I'm like grinding something, especially when I played MMOs years ago, far more, but I would always go for like the most expensive unlock first. Because if you go for the most expensive unlock first, you end up getting the other one so much quicker, right? So we might as well do the most obnoxious thing first out of the group. We have engine units coming down here. They're being used for a few things, but not many. Their primary function is being used for our chemical science, but our chemical science is backed up right now. This consumes 0.60 per second. How many are we making? 0.70, or per minute, excuse me. We're making 0.70 per minute. How much do these consume? One each. These are fairly slow. Unfortunately, I think it's better for us to just set up a new line of this. Maybe we should make a new stack of circuits and stuff in a bit different place. That could be a good idea. Oh, let's go check on our bulks too. If we can upgrade the train loading speed, that'd be a nice upgrade. Why do we have 0 SPM? Oh, right, because the military science is gunked. But why is it still gunked? Didn't we fix it? I guess we didn't really fix it. Alright, walls are going to be damaged, but they're fine for now. Heck, my stone patch is so small. We're probably going to want to start drilling stone too somewhere else. Do we have another nearby stone? Yeah, actually, that's perfect. As long as that's defended outside the stone wall, it should be fine. I'll do this preemptively to remind myself that I want to take that. Otherwise, I'll probably forget. And that'll be our biter corral. Oh, right. It's eating a ton of the stuff making walls for my own personal collection. I forgot about that. That's okay. We'll leave it for the time being. It's not that important. This is just like a icing on the cake kind of research. Anything else we want at the exact moment? Refined flammables is an idea. I'm actually a little bit nervous to go too hard on refined flammables, plus it takes the same science, just because I don't want to accidentally blow up a nest in an opportune time, where we have to lose a lot of time. Laser is an option. Then we can go up for laser turrets. It's going to be expensive, though. Let's just take the bulk inserters and set up the train before anything else, then we'll move on. I'm sorry? Why is our petroleum gas empty? What happened? Don't I have light oil cracking? I guess it's just too slow to crack properly. Nope. I just broke my light oil cracking at one point, so it just stopped cracking. Oops. That is a certified oopsie moment that we will certainly be paying dividends for at least the near future. At least we figured it out. Why is this damaged? Maybe this was damaged before when we placed it and ran out of belts. Thank goodness we have a nice supply of bullets now, though. Is it going all the way back? Yeah, it's going basically all the way back. Perfect. What a relief. I should probably make a buffer box of bullets too in case things go wrong. But again, buffer boxes are just going to delay finding out what the problem is rather than like actually making the problem fix any quicker, I guess. Okay. Where the heck did I make bulk inserters? I keep getting distracted. There's just so much going on. I guess there's not that much going on, but my brain gets kind of scrambled. 37, how much is it per stop? 1836. We can just put it on the other side, that's fine. I'm gonna tell the train to preemptively come to drop off, and then I'm gonna hop on and we're gonna ride back just for the sake of brevity. Looks like our coal is getting a little bit low. Ah, right. We stopped making solid fuel because of our mess up with the light oil. Looks like you're about to be empty, so we'll just wait for you to finish. We'll go drop off. We'll upgrade with those bulk inserters we have. You can make a buffer for ammo and connect the speaker to the box. Clever. I like that. We'll do that. That's a very good solution. We probably want to set up 2 trains, but unfortunately, like, whoops, I hope I didn't place a bunch of ghosts. I didn't. Fortunately, we don't mine that fast. That wall being damaged is new. This one is not new. That one's also not new, but this one's new. Everything on this front looks good. Have you gotten any kills? No, that's good. Spider's kind of living its best life. Alright, cool. Let's hop out. I don't mind if it unloads a little bit slower. I just want it to load very quickly. Solid fuel is starting to restore, so hopefully that'll help the coal too. Okay, so what are we going to work on? We're going to try to finish boxing in our things. We're kind of doing it step by step to just like... If we don't have to do it now, I'd rather get the bots done now, I guess, is really where I'm at. So anytime I can delay and a wall can hold, let's do that. Let's focus more on the bots. Automated repairing is like GG. We're good. I mean, not entirely good. They should make it so biters can mutate and explode on death sometimes. That would really make it a lot more awful. Okay, so I was thinking about making a new stack of circuits for my flying robot frames and my engine units and whatnot. Currently, it doesn't look like we're using any of it, but that could just be like wrong. But also so tempting to just set it up here. So we need all the stuff here, basically. Maybe I'll be lazy. Be lazy and have something that's going to be worse later on. But something functional now. We are kind of pressed for time, though. Normally, I would like to take the time to not be lazy when possible. But the fact that we're sort of pressed for time, not to an extreme degree, but enough where I'm like, let's just try to get it set up initially. We can make it again later, but let's just try to get electric engine units like stat. Even if it's slow, just having a few bots being able to fly around and repair is genuinely going to be game-changing. Looks like all of our achievements are still good. I think we'll cut it across down here. It looks like there's a space too. Yeah, this line looks good enough. I was thinking about next time we do a Factorio randomizer. I'll probably do... Actually, we'll do a few electric engine unit makers. These are really slow. I'll probably do a different mod for it. Or like see if I can mess with more of the settings. Because it was really fun to do. Whoops, that's the wrong one. There we go. But keeping it fresh is important. That's part of the fun of a randomizer, I feel. That's not really gonna work how I did it. I guess we'll just do 3, but 3 is gonna be kind of slow. These things are like slow as dirt to my memory. Maybe it's not so bad though. I've been on such a big Factorio kick lately. I did do Final Fantasy on Friday. It was really nice. It was super fun. I think what I want to do is keep Final Fantasy to Fridays. And then do like Factorio and other stuff during the week. I still want to... Oh, that's getting damaged. Let's go repair that really quick, I think, before it breaks. I still want to take some time to do other stuff too, like Arknights and whatnot. Maybe when the next Arknights events drops, we'll do that for a day or two too. There's so much I want to do in not enough hours a day. That's the real problem. Being able to play through like all of the Final Fantasy games would be so fun though. I'm really big on, I don't want to call them retro games. I really don't. It makes me feel so old. We never grabbed more turrets. Let's go do that. I made a few more out there. I'm hoping that that mitigates how much damage the flamethrowers are taking. I could also put down a few more walls, but again, I'm playing for time right now. This is so not pretty. Yeah, very, very slow, but good enough for now. Flying robot frames only take 1 each, and they're also really, really slow to make, unfortunately. But batteries are the other main thing we need for them, basically. In my memory, batteries are super duper easy to make other than the sulfuric acid, but we can make sulfuric acid. It's easy, we just don't have it, is what I mean to say. I believe it's water and sulfur. Sulfuric acid. Oh, it's also iron. I always forget about the iron. Heck, it's still fine. We don't have to panic quite yet. Where's a good place to put it? I really only need 1 sulfuric acid maker. Some cases you need more, but I really don't think we're gonna here. So I'm gonna use a filter. We're gonna ask for iron ore down here. Pull this off, rotate this down. I guess I can't rotate it there. Let's put it here instead. This is a really gnarly place for it. Sulfuric acid. Thankfully the water is like right here. But getting into a good spot's gonna be a little bit awkward. I should just turn it. Put it like here. That also doesn't work. My piping was so good. Why am I trying to fit this in here? I really need to fit it somewhere close to the sulfur. My thought was I could put the sulfur out here and then like slide it up and put it into the sulfuric acid maker. We can certainly find a spot. I wish I could block off one of the entrances though. Actually, it shouldn't matter, right? If I call for sulfuric acid, it won't take that in? Perfect. Okay, never mind. It should be fine then. I was a little bit concerned about that when I had no reason to be. Sulfur, iron. We'll do another long-handed inserter so I can fit the water in here as well. Then an underground to fix the water. And voila, we have sulfuric acid. Very jankily made and tightly fit sulfuric acid, but it should be easy enough to get out with a few underground belts. Really not my favorite setup, but again, desperate times and all that. I think batteries are also made in chem plants, right? I don't have any of them. We can't handcraft any of them, so let's place down one and let's go get some more chem plants. Hopefully we have the generic materials on us. We've been kind of lucking out lately because we've just been moving belts in general and just getting stuff. All right, let's make the buffer box for the ammo and the speaker too. I don't know if I have programmable speakers unlocked yet. I can't spell speaker. I totally do. So let us go for a programmable speaker. Have some green circuits, plug them in. Okay, the bottom side is starting to be attacked now, which is fine. If we can get quality, it would be so nice. Okay, so we got 3 speakers, that's already enough by a fair bit. Let us go and put the chemical plant, which is in my inventory and I can totally find and was not struggling at all. Have this be batteries. Have the copper come down here. And there was iron around here. I totally know there was. There it was. I think what we'll do is probably just chop this belt and then stick it on the other side. This is a really tight fit for this. But again, it's just going to be like a really like quick and dirty. So we get passive bots. Not the ideal in the slightest, but it's good enough for the moment. Also extra engine units here. That's fine. That's not fine. I can fix it. Output priority left, we'll do iron plate. I fixed it. You don't have to put engine units in your batteries anymore. Alright, so it's going to be slow batteries, but we have batteries and whatever the heck they're called. Electrical engine units, is that what it is? Yes, on a belt. So batteries, electrical engine units, circuits, steel plates. Perfect. We have circuits. We have both them right here, which we will need, so I'm going to double up on using this. Flying robot frames are also notoriously slow, I feel. So I'm going to set up 3 of these, which might just be overkill. I didn't really check ratios this time. Probably should have. I think I'm going to try to take advantage of the space we have here as well. So I'm going to bring this down. And just bring them through like this. I'm just doing 2. I changed my mind. It's going to be very slow. Did I bring the steel in yet? Yeah, I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I still need the steel. I was going to say, there should be one more ingredient I'm missing from here. Alright, maybe I won't bring that under. Where the heck's the steel nearby? Glad nothing's broken for a while. Walls getting damaged is fine. Walls breaking is not so good. Heck, did I bring steel anywhere near here? I don't think I do. Oh, we got night vision, but we never put it in. We should get some solar panels and night vision soon too. Either way, Our steel starts up here, dies there, comes out this side, technically comes down here, technically comes down here. I say technically because there's functionally none of it. So this should be steel, in theory. It's not actually steel. But it's sort of steel. It's emotional support steel. Reconnect copper line? Uh-oh, what copper line did I break? Oh, I see that one right there. Right, because I was going to do that to one side it. This should, in theory, have steel in it eventually. Output priority, and we'll make that steel. I think we need to improve our steel stack by a lot. It was just kind of like hanging by a thread for a while, and that's really shown its issues. All right, so that's going to be steel incoming. Let's do an underground here and then a splitter for green circuits. Actually, no, we'll just do an underground here and then we'll bring it around. Actually, yeah, splitter is a better idea. God, this is such a tight build. It's so rough. Kind of Christmassy though. Festive. Good for the time of year where it's scorching hot out. Okay, so it's just the steel that needs to come on that line. And then we're good. Let's go improve the steel, because clearly it's a big issue if it's not making it anywhere in the base. How's the power doing? Have we fallen behind yet? Are we sitting straight under 20 still? It's so lucky. We do have a very sad steel stack, okay? I kind of forgot it was like this. My bad. That's fine. Factorio home screen spaghetti. Oh, you're actually just so right. What an honor. Wube needs to give me a call. They're like, hey, Miko, we need some new splash screens for 2.1. I'm like, oh, look, I got VODs. Check them out. Pick of the litter. Whatever you want, I've got it. You never connected the right half of the steel over the belt? No, really? That's the saddest thing, maybe of all time, to be honest with you. Okay, maybe not of all time. Maybe that's a little bit dramatic. There's some sad stuff that has happened in the entirety of existence. Fine, no one will notice the stone underneath the furnace. Don't worry about it. It'll be our secret. If you tell anyone at all, I'll know. So watch yourself. No, but really, don't tell anyone. I can't get in trouble again. It's been a rough many years. All right, the steel is looking mighty good now, so improving this should be icing on the cake, as they say. We have run out of belts, so let's go grab our 400 belts. Glad we grabbed more of them, or limited more of them, I should say. I was gonna say it's been a while since I've seen a damage indicator. Probably gonna want to swing around and actually do some repairs pretty soon. So glad the iron is like kind of fixed. It's still not as much as I would like, but it's okay. At least we have bullets. Bullets to briefly placate our enemies. Why is our copper looking so scrungly? I guess it's just a big command fort and our copper stack is really tiny. I would like to move the copper stack out of this area here. It's way too tight. Maybe do it over there or down here or something. Okay, cool. So we're making flying robot frames. Again, it's going to be a very slow process. I'm not pretending that this is a good one or a quick one. It's going to be very, very slow. But flying robot frames, I want this to go the other way. Like I had it the first time. We'll underground some of our ammo here. Flying robot frames means we can at least very slowly, very passively get a few bots. I would have loved to dedicate a little bit more time to setting this up. I think that all things considered, I should take as little time as possible when doing little projects like this so that if things start going to heck, I'm prepared for them and not caught unaware, you know? Okay, so this will be construction robots. Sorry, I meant logistics robots. I'll admit I didn't look at which one I clicked. I just said something in the robots and was really hoping I was right and I was wrong. We also need a roboports, but for now I'm going to just manually make a few of them. They're actually like super easy to make. I'm surprised that they're not very complex. Maybe I will set up automation for them. So it's red circuits, gear wheels, and steel bars. We didn't have steel really coming through the base much before, but now we have it at least kind of noodling a little bit. I really should have built these farther apart. It's probably easier to make it over here since basically everything we need is right here, actually. I was like, oh, I'll go put it over by the red circuits, but no. Nope. We still need to get gear wheels on this belt, admittedly. Cool. Anywhere we can quickly nab gear wheels from? I think we just make a fresh one. I should probably upgrade all of our things here into fresh ones as well. Is there a downside to putting gear wheels on the steel belt? Let's think. No. Probably not. Hold on, let me think about it. Yes. It's a terrible idea. Don't do it. Don't believe their lies. It's not a good idea. It might have sounded like a good idea in your head, but I assure you, Miko, it is a terrible idea. Oh my gosh, bonus hidden belts down here. Where the heck was I building this? Ah, okay, down there. Okay, so we have roboports. The only other things we need to do now is the fancy schmancy chests. And then we could finally start repairing things passively. And then we can play Factorio again. I know it seems like we've been playing Factorio this whole time, but we've actually been in hell, which is a lot like Factorio. So do not feel bad if you were confused about what you were witnessing. Okay, it's not going to be fast, but that's made. And now I want to... Heck, this is the worst. It's fine. Player inventory is full. Cool. I'm glad. No, don't put roboports into the science machines. Oh, no. I can't even, like, handcraft a few things to clear out my inventory. Storage chests are going to go so crazy once I get personal logistics. Whoops. I wanted to put science in, not take it out. Wow, our military science is really messed up, huh? Like, I figured it was going to be bad. I just didn't know how bad it was going to be. Like, I thought it would be fixed by now, to be honest. Alright, cool. Let's filter this to 5 of them. They're made fairly slowly. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have robots soon. Unbelievable. This doesn't break the rules, right? It's only a specific thing. It hasn't turned red yet. So if I put repair packs, which one repairs? I think it's the construction robots that repair. Where are the repair packs in my inventory? There they are. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. They're so slow, but they're so beautiful. I'm actually going to be able to repair things without being there. This is like a really big moment for me. Oh, that feels incredible. Dopamine collected. Oh no! Where did you come from? Don't turn off the factory. How did you get there? What happened here? That's like really alarming. What happened? Is it them? They do exist. I don't think they're drinking yet though. It must be. It can't be anyone else. All right, those ones are a problem. Now we're gonna have to put them in the box. The box trademarked. Remember when I was popping off about how everything was great? Like 8 seconds ago, and I was like feeling all this like relief. And now it's just like soul crushing despair again. That's funny how that works. Factorio is a beautiful game. Alright, steel chests, and then we'll make passive providers and storage, and then hopefully we can start like being good. The box trademarked. The box would be a sick name for like a psychological thriller movie. If that already exists, I'm so sorry. Genuinely didn't know. Oh no. The science was fine the whole time. Oh no. That's very embarrassing. Oh well, that's fine. Just like in Hellraiser? I haven't seen Hellraiser. I apologize for not getting your dank reference. Oh, look at that. Look at how they broke. That's cool. There's the Cube or The Cube, which is a Saw-esque horror movie. Alright, I'm gonna say something kind of provocative here. I apologize if I'm insulting any of like the horror heads that are like really big on horror movies. I guess I'm not really insulting, it's my opinion. I don't really like Saw and stuff. I never got into the horror movies which are just like ultra violent, I guess. I like the freaky ones more if I watch anything spooky at all. My siblings keep trying to get me to watch Hellraiser. Is Hellraiser like a horror movie or? I have no idea. I see. I couldn't figure out why you got auto-modded there because I hadn't read the whole thing and I was like, there's no way Pinhead is in the auto-mod. That'd be so funny. Is Pinhead like an insulting thing? I feel like I've only heard of it in like SpongeBob when I was a kid. I mean, when I was an indiscriminate age. Okay, I keep getting distracted. I'm thinking about how things are okay, but also suck, and they just need to be good for a little bit. Let us go and rip the steel from the end of this line to take advantage of it just one more time. We're going to have the steel craft some fancy schmancy steel boxes for us. Have that output. Then we will take this across as well. That's not how I should do that, though. Have it noodle down here. That's much better. Have that come here, and then we can set up... I guess we should probably set up a few different crafters for this rather than just one. I'm sure it's possible with, like, circuit logic to just have one that swaps. That would be really cool, but I don't know how to do that stuff. All of our achievements are still intact. Yes, it is. So we'll just set up these two, and then we'll do red chests, yellow chests, and finally... we're approaching some breathing room. Do I have any bulk inserters available? I do. You can have a bulker, even though it's not necessary. So it's almost like a soap opera, to be honest, especially Saw 3 onwards. It gets a little silly. Interesting. I'll be honest with you, a lot of my dislike of Saw is just that I was, like, afraid of it when it was, like, new. And then I was like, it's dumb. I, had dated someone at the time, and he was, like, really into horror movies, and maybe that's where it comes from. At least I think it was when Saw 1 came out. Maybe it was one of the later ones. Oh my gosh. Alright, so something we have to be careful of unironically is we want to make sure that we don't put roboports on the other side of these biter nests, because our bots will just go through them, die to biters, or worse, die to our own flamethrowers. So while we can start setting up stuff like this to like actually have repairing and stuff, we want to make sure too that we call for not actually replacing stuff like that. I think I'm going to sneak in here really quick. Ow. It's like jumping into the enclosure with the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. I guess it'd be more like Jurassic World. I actually saw a Jurassic World movie for the first time. My mom put it on. She had no idea what it was last time I was visiting. I was like, is this like Jurassic Park? I've never seen Jurassic Park either, but then I watched it and I was like, wow, everyone in this movie is so dumb. But it's still a fun experience. Alright, sweet. So we now have access to personal logistics because we have a logistics system. So let's go grab red chests. We'll go slam them in things like basically everything important. Inserters, requesters. We ran out of stealers. Why doth our steel break? Because our iron is broken. I must have messed up the train's conditions or something. Ah, right. I had 30 seconds pass. Although you're also mining like fairly slowly. What do you mean 7 things are being... Don't stop. Please don't do what you're doing. Okay, it's 100% them, right? It has to be. We have vision of this whole area. How are they getting there, though? Ah, they're pulling up here and then walking around. Is that what it is? For the moment, I'm going to just set up a few turrets by this. I don't want to deal with them this second. Oh, our power is really far behind. That's almost certainly part of the issue. Let's see what our big culprits are, and then we'll stack some more not productivity modules. Yeah, let's stack productivity modules and double the power. The radars are non-negotiable. Assembling machines can absolutely take them, and they're now our biggest culprits, so it would be good to get productivity modules and put them in science, probably. But for now, see if we can cut back a little in the base. The base is like really falling apart. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It was looking good for a while. It is no longer looking good. I'm not saying we're like completely done yet, but that iron is not enough iron. And I think it's something we need to fix sooner than later. What are other options? That one is just too close. I think that the other ones are gunked too, though. I could switch over to speed modules or productivity modules. I could definitely get a few more drills down. Let's focus on that. Let's remake that and have more drills down. Surely we have some drills. We can make it at least a little better before we start getting too much despair. Keep the despair in check for at least a little bit longer. But we definitely need more iron. It's like non-negotiable. Iron is semi-important to the base and something that I'd really like to have fixed. What the heck? Look at how smart they've gotten. They abandoned that base so that they can group up at the other one and then attack upwards. That's what's happening. When did they start doing this? What a bunch of smart jerks. Don't do that. Maybe I finish their box first. Let's finish their box first. Those ones are getting clearly out of hand. They're getting too wacky for their own good. They've got to go in the box trademark, and it's got to happen now. I did not realize what they were doing. I never grab turrets, though. All right, we'll grab turrets. We'll put them in the box trademark. Physical projectile damage 3 is good. Saves us a little bit of iron. Definitely need to extradite the mining productivity. I should have done that way sooner. Okay. Those jerks. Like, it would be fine if they weren't just like, we don't want to be at this nest anymore. I've never seen biters do that. I'm sure it's not that unusual, but like, they just opted to like not stay at their own little group of nests and they're going to a different one. Like, who does that? Like, those have been cut off for a while. I'm aware. I was going to plug them back in eventually. Ah, jerks. Actually, we can do a little bit of like RoboPort placement and stuff in the meantime, right? Because this is, I think, is in one of the proper boxes. They're not in the proper boxes, but we have the actual, whatever the heck they're called. The chests in the proper boxes. Whenever this actually gets a steel chest again. All right. Let's fix this up for now, though. We must contain the breach. Because these heckin' jerks are making things a lot more complicated than they need to. I'm super not down with it. I let them be in like a free range box where they were sort of boxed in. But now, no. No more freedom. The box is going down, you're going in it. That's it. You're not coming out either. You've irritated me so much, you're going to be the ones that I hit with the artillery when I get it. Probably, assuming that I remember. I might forget. But if I remember, you're getting artilleried, buddy. Your days are numbered. I'm really surprised we haven't accidentally killed a nest in a while. All right, that's it. You're going in the box. I don't care. You're done. Time out. You're in the box now. Look at how big that group is. And it's all from this stupid set of nests over here. Jerks. Oh, I really don't want to blow up those trees if we can avoid it. Oh, our bullet damage is actually quite high now. I'm surprised. Okay, so they're now in the box trademark. We'll just set down some turrets, and then we'll go put the ammo back over there and hopefully hold that one down too. Should really set up one more right here. Just one more. That might be a little bit too few as well, but just a little bit more to keep us going. So this is like the old setup we had where we just had a bunch of turrets filtered around them, but now they're in the box, trademark. Which means I'm going to set up a splitter here, plug it in here, and then hopefully we'll get our filtered turrets back down over here. Cool, they keep their filtering if you set up like this. I don't have any power poles of the medium variety currently. This is more dangerous, but it'll stop the spitters from grouping up, which is what I'm hoping for. I want to see a spitter spawns. Okay, cool. They don't get a chance to actually spit. Okay, so we put them in the box. They're not going to be jerks anymore and go group up on the right. I actually really like the box tech. This is good. I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner. It's a very simple solution, but it's an eloquent one. Now, why is the steel all gunked? It's just because our iron is so bad? I don't like thinking about our iron. It bums me out. Honestly, the steel's kind of traveling now. It's just in high demand. And this is like the very end of the steel line. I think I'll go manually grab some steel just to get a few chests started. Oh, I just saw some get grabbed down there. Wow, as soon as I show up, they get the passive provider chest for what they needed. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna just assume it's fine. Let's go spruce up the iron mine a little more. Our, like, final iron mine. For a long heckin' time. Ooh, free belts. We can technically get a little more iron for one of these belts here. Whoops, we want to keep that. How many drills we got? 17, that's plenty. Looks like the train is coming around, so I think I'll just wait for it to bring me up. No, I'm gonna just walk. I'll even walk on the train tracks. I have so much faith. There's not enough logistics storage space available, then I will place down a few of these in the range. Should probably have not done that on the track, but I had enough iron where there's no chance it was gonna actually hit me. Beacons are like impossible to get for us right now, right? Beacons are going to be purple tech, so we cannot get beacons early on. If we can get space, we can start shooting down iron, but for now, this is them. I'm quite surprised we haven't aggroed that group yet. I guess, cutting back on the, or upping the efficiency really helped. Cutting back on the pollution. Okay, we're going to take advantage of this spot now too. See, what I said there is foreboding, because as soon as I set this up, we're going to have enough pollution, we're going to get attacks now. We're going to have to deal with it. I forgot to grab power poles like a dum-dum. That's fine. I will need to go grab power poles like a dum-dum. I guess I could theoretically have bots fix it eventually too. Now that we have bots, we can make a lot of things lazier, but right now we have like so little steel coming into the base and so little iron that it's a lot tougher to be like, all right, I'll just go tell bots to put power poles down because we don't have any roboports here. What broke? One of our walls in that area. Those guys sound like they need to be put in the box trademarked. Looks like we're a little behind on petroleum gas as well. I wonder if I set up my cracking wrong. Could also be that we just have a crazy demand for stuff. I could believe both. Alright, let me grab power poles before I forget, because I will walk around and I will forget. It's kind of my charm point. Is forgetting everything. Pretty much all the time. Even important stuff, unfortunately. Where the heck are the power poles? Alright, they gotta be here. There's 6 there. Perfect. Oh, I should have set up substations. That would have been way smarter. Whatever, this will be fine for now. I can love substations too. They're probably my favorite, like... Is block the right word? Item in the game? They're just so nice, and you can set up such nice designs around them too. I forgot I don't have repair packs anymore. I need to go automate repair packs for bots to get to. How many roboports do we have available? Okay, I was expecting, admittedly, a few more than one. But I think I could still bring the roboports down here with these 3, hopefully. Oh yeah, very easily. I'll go grab a red chest and go... Okay, no. Don't construct those. Also, don't deconstruct them, though. I don't know what things you're still looking at. I needed to update. Oh, you're just trying to repair all that stuff? Alright, I'm gonna pick all this stuff up before you do dumb stuff. Reclaim my radar while we're here. Thankfully, we're not gonna need radars nearly as much anymore. Oh my gosh, those medium biters are beefy though. Straight up no-chill beefcakes. No, my sweet summer child, do not repair this one belt that's sitting in the middle of nowhere. It's not necessary. Your talents are so much better suited for literally anything else. I know it's my fault, but no. Do not repair that either. Not necessary. You're in the absolute danger zone. Please go into my inventory. I love you to bits, bot. You're doing great. Holy cow, those are tough to kill. Nope. Alright, I just need to pick up a few more of them. Let's just heal up a little bit. Because our bots are being a little silly right now. We need them to just chill. Are there any more bots on the way? No. I think I've taken all of the repair packs from them, so they're missing repair packs. Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna sneak in now, hopefully. Every time a medium spawns, I die a little bit inside because of how much damage they do. I also die a little bit on the outside too, I guess, because of them, you know, killing me. Alright, that was good. That was a chunk of them. I guess I could just move the roboport back so I can't see all that stuff. That's probably a better idea. Let me just do that. I mean, it's fine. That looks good. Can that see all that stuff? Yes, it can. What broke? I don't care. Big electric pole, big electric pole. I'll use one of the small damage ones, I suppose. Alright, let's go automate repair packs. I do want them repairing things. I just don't want them repairing that specific stuff. Cool. So get rid of that small electric pole. It's missing a wall, but I want to put walls in boxes anyways. I've noticed that the ammo belt is empty again. Which means we're about to have a containment breach if we don't deal with that pretty post-hastedly. It's because they have a flat physical damage direction, so killing them with your yellow bullets uses too much resources. That makes sense. What do medium biters have going for them? Okay, so they're just really susceptible to burning. They have a little bit of explosion resistance as well. Right, we need to go plug in the rest of those drills too. I can't afford to let it wait for an activity, not now. It's too dangerous. We're really playing against the clock still. I really thought we'd get like a moment to chill once we put him in the box trademarked, but it just didn't happen. We're still dealing with them and they're still being jerks. I mean, this is a good chunk of drills. Maybe this will solve a lot of our problems. Maybe I'm being too hopeful about it. But I'm optimistic it'll solve some of our problems, at least. I can't believe iron drills so slowly, though. Like, my memory is like, you would need one line for each of these. One line of red belts. Like, this amount would be enough. But no, it's very slow. Certainly looks a little bit better, at least. Alright, let's go set up repair packs, I think. I'm gonna go manually replace those broken walls with walls I already have, and then we'll automate repair packs into a box, and then hopefully we get Roboport coverage, bots can start repairing the broken walls, and some time to breathe. Unfortunately, I still don't have a great answer for what the heck we're gonna do about the iron. I could prod mod the mine. But I think if I prod mod the mine, it's just going to eat our power so much. Yeah, we need to upgrade our power. I've been putting it off for too long. It's necessary. Let's just do a few more steam engines for now. Keep everything flowing. Steam engine. Oh, right. I forgot iron's in short supply. Certainly want the priority of that to go towards getting ammo on the ammo belt. There's still some, but it's certainly very scary. Maybe we should set up some priority splitters going through the base. I think that's probably a good idea. This doesn't have to be... I guess this is fine. This is a splitter. Well, output priority left, output priority right. We're just going to make it so the output priority is just shooting through the base, so it will have a much higher likelihood of hitting this ammo spot at the end. Because if that dies, then we die, and I don't really want to die, so let's try to avoid dying. If we run prod in the furnaces, we can kind of get some, but again, it's going to be the power thing. By the way, I should be able to nab some of the iron now without feeling too guilty about it. And we will look over to getting a few more steam engines. I don't think it's going to make a meaningful impact on our pollution, so I'm not stressing it too much right now. 6 of them sounds good to me. Using prod also reduces speed, so using speed beacons kind of necessary. It's true, but we're not going to have beacons at all until we're done with Volcanus. Or actually, maybe, I don't know when this falls off. I don't know when the embargo falls off. It might just be space science. But we can't do... Or rush to space, sorry. But we can't do that until... whatever unlock condition is for that achievement. But then we'll unlock those, which will be nice. But for now, beacons are absolutely gunked, which is unfortunate. I don't remember how many boilers I made. It was 6. I thought it was 8, so I made 4 of them. Heck. Alrighty, so let us... Heck it, I'll do 4 of them for now. I do have some yellow inserters on me, actually, from upgrades I've made, so we'll use yellow inserters here to cut back on power. At this point, power is very, very precious to us. I really thought that was going to turn off the whole factory. I'm glad it didn't. Did I forget to pipe those? Oh my goodness. There was a few of these that just were never ever running. I was wondering why the power felt so low. That does track, unfortunately. Guess I'm glad we figured it out. Okay, 27 megawatts puts us a little bit above where we are now. Better than the 18 or whatever we were making before. Obviously, it's more pollution, so we'd like to avoid it if we can. Everything here looks good. Like, it's just the stupid iron. I really wish we had access to another iron. Maybe we'll have to do it. I'm only worried about ones that are like really far in the mist. This one feels doable. I think we do this iron. I think we take it like now too. I've been toying with the idea of another iron. I think it's the main thing holding us back right now. The base starts to pop off if we can take it. Granted, it will be expensive. Every extra thing we take that's surrounded like this costs us iron. That's the one big thing. It's possible I'll be able to hold it with flamethrowers, just unlikely. Mining productivity should get us 10% extra iron passively, so that's something. Alright, so let's take a few of the more important things that we want to be able to place around. Oh good, we filled up on bulk inserters. Guess we'll put bulk inserters. There's other important things. All right, I want flamethrowers so they can replace flamethrowers automatically. I want turrets as well. Probably power poles, probably belts, things like that that they should have access to. I have to stay a little limited for now while we're so hurting on iron. But even though it was like a pretty like rough investment, I do think it was worth it. I think that starting to get the network up at all is super important for us. Let's go craft those other 2 steam engines too, since we have it all set up for that. I think we were a little bit behind on how many materials we needed though. The gear wheels, that's easy. We have a box of those somewhere. It's funny because the base like looks a little bit structured in certain spots, and then as soon as you zoom out, it's like, wait a minute, what happened here? Uh-oh. Okay, that's fine. I should probably go try and get the rest of those 2 now that I'm healed up. I kind of got distracted. Our copper is looking really decent considering how little copper you get. It's so weird. I guess it's just because copper cables like are so efficient for like how much copper you put in. Okay, cool. So, probably going to need more fuel production. That's so embarrassing. I guess it's not that embarrassing because it was outputting somewhere. I just had a random inserter just holding out some solid fuel. All right, let's do the repair packs. Let's do the repair packs because that's the other really, really big one. So we put that into a chest and they can hopefully use it to repair stuff. Iron gear wheels, electronic circuits, easy peasy lemon squeezy. I am a savant when it comes to barely finding materials that I need. How do I make this work? Like that? That looks good. And we'll do a red inserter here, here, turn that like that. Boom. Probably a good place for it too, since this is just like base maintenance. Oh my gosh, I wish we had extra steel though. The steel is hurting so bad. I love trains, but I don't love trains when I'm so limited on iron. Oh, I forgot to put the, whatever the heck they're called in there. Maybe I overdid it on the early, engine units. Probably not, but maybe I did. Let us go put the walls inside of the red chest as well. I just took some steel, not a crazy amount. I think it's enough for like 2 chests. I think it's a little bit over the edge. Wonderful. Oh, I just realized there's actually some bots floating around there, so I'll just break that. I think I have a few extra bots on me too, and I don't have a roboport or anything. Let's do this, because we want to be able to call for them to put that down. Definitely the walls. I don't know what else I want a red box for now. We'll hold on to them. Did I finish the repair packs? I did. Are those going into a box? They're not. Awesome. I don't think we need a crazy amount of them. Just having any is a pretty big win. Honestly, good progress. It's not bad. It got a lot more complex. We lost our offensive line. Like you can see even out here, like this all just fell apart. Thankfully, they're not attacking it randomly. We don't have bots up there yet, but I want to go try to nab the rest of those pipes that are hanging around so the bots don't try and do anything stupid. Plus, I don't really want to hear them break anyways. I would like to create a box around these and a box around the northern ones as well. Although the box around the northern ones might not be necessary. What broke? Okay, cool. It's just these pipes. I'm gonna just sneak in now. Freaking medium biters. Okay, but now bots should be capable of repairing stuff, which is nice. They're very slow, but they're doing their best, and we're proud of them, and we love them. I think that that's everything. Okay, there's 4 more I can see. It's really tough to tell when they're slightly damaged. I really shouldn't walk in front of the flamethrowers. Cool. I think that's going to be everything done breaking down there. Which means I don't need to worry about the roboports as much. I just didn't want them trying to repair that and blowing up. Okay, so I think I'm going to actually take a break here. We're at kind of an okay stopping point where we're not at like a terrible, terrible position. And I'm supposed to make a phone call before I think 5. about my my doctor. Hopefully it's before 5 and not 4, and if it's 4, I missed it, but that's okay. We could just do it tomorrow. I'll save achievements 3. It's okay progress, though. We're getting closer. We got robots. We've got some automated stuff. But I am going to wrap up there. Thank you so much for hanging around and watching. I had a wonderful time. Hopefully you did, too. Tomorrow, I'll probably do more Factorio. I'll do Arknight sometime this week. Friday is going to be Final Fantasy, so if you like Final Fantasy stuff, hang out on Friday and watch it. It'll be cool. Or you can check the VOD, too. Either way, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you had a nice time. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.